Hello guys, this is Shar. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Now I'm here to discuss Melody Shari Rogers briefly. This is a very short video, just a little bit of an update and some tidbits. Mel was out there in Huntsville at the local radio station 94.1. And that host there, I can't think of the lady's name, but it looks like she loves Mel to death and Mel likes her. It looks like they're very cool, have a really good relationship. I believe Mel has been to that radio station several times. She was out there just to, ask her about some updates and the tea on the show, as well as all of her businesses and what's going on with that. And they were promoting a new philanthropic charity that Mel is promoting right now, which is the St. Jude's Children Research Hospital. They're doing awareness about cancer research for kids, as well as donations, I would imagine. So shout out to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, and shout out to 94.1 for getting that message out, along with Melody Shari. But without further ado, that host was most definitely interested in the tea and wanted to know about the tea as it related to the show, because she was like, okay, enough about that. Let's get into the dirt, which was really, really funny. But she asked about a few of the characters of the show. She asked about KeKe. Mel kept it really positive and, really positive, light vibes. She went on to say about KeKe that she believes that KeKe is doing well, and that with everything that KeKe went through as it relates to the C word and conquering that and getting over that and beyond that and being the C word free, that, she knows that she basically just wants to enjoy life and live life to the fullest. And she also asked about Tiffany. She loved Tiffany, the host did of 94.1, loves Tiffany, and, was just so intrigued about all of her shade that she brought to the show. And Mel basically explained to her that she was really, really familiar and knew Tiffany really well from working with her at the Chamber of Commerce, because Mel sat on the board of directors there, and that is where she initially met Tiffany at. But she had no idea that Tiffany was that shady. And Tiffany did bring a level of shade to the show that some people loved and some people hated. But she also went on to say that she liked the fact that Tiffany and her husband, chose their family first and decided to take some time away from the show, be it permanently and or for a short period of time. She doesn't know. None of us know if she's going to come back or not. But, she chose her family to get herself together, spend time with her husband, spend time with her baby, adjust, and heal herself from the postpartum and whatever other issues that they may be having. And so she just basically just spewed out just positivity and good vibes, really about everybody to an extent. And the host went on to say how she was just basically outdone about that scene at the barbecue at the Scotts, where KeKe basically threw that drink at her cousin Letitia, and she was just outdone. And I want you guys to hear from Mel directly what she had to say about that. Let me play it.
One of the family members of the Scott family, a cousin, threw a drink on Letitia. When I tell you I was getting ready to grow wings, I'm like, if anybody could fly through a TV, I was trying. I didn't like that. Yeah. And I'm like, no, we ain't doing all this. Yeah. What was that about? I know you can't answer it. I'm just throwing it out there.
I can't answer it. It's aired now, so I can
Okay.
Yes,
all right.
We've had a whole reunion about it. So, what I will say is, I think that dynamic between those two had become so strained that, the cousin chose to react in a way of from being ignored in a way that wasn't positive. And much like you, I felt the same way that was a lot. It was a little bit much. And I shared that as well. They showed me sharing that with her, like, hey, look, we, and then people like to say, well, Mel, you threw a drink at Martell about season 2.
Well, we understood that part.
That was different. That was a little different. He was poking. I sat there quiet while he poked.
He knows how to poke.
Yeah, he knows how to poke. Yeah, so, that was a little different. Whereas in this situation, she was just being ignored. And she didn't like that. So she threw the drink. And, unfortunately, I think it added a different level of disrespect.
Right.
And if they'll ever get back to talking or being cordial, I don't know. Only God knows.
Yeah, I hope so. And family. She's like a good friend for you. Is
Correct.
That okay.
Correct. Yeah. So we were friends at the time. So I was like, no, we gotta show.
Pump the brakes.
Listen
to the words that are coming out of her mouth.
She gets on my
because at the time.
And as you can hear, she basically said that KeKe was her friend at the time. So, I mean, I didn't know. I had heard a few people say that Mel had pretty much did away with the friendship with KeKe, but I just wasn't sure because I just hadn't seen it or heard it for myself. But yeah, she said it out of her own mouth. Her friendship is no more with KeKe. I'm sure she wishes her the best, but that whole little incident with that other YouTuber, what the initials AL, I guess she was just like, you know what, it's too much. Plus, it looks like she's, I wouldn't say battling, but struggles a little bit with her vices and keeping that under control. And because KeKe seems as though she tends to fib a lot. You know what I mean? Her intentions may be well, but, she just seems like she's a little bit all over the place right now. And hopefully she'll, gather herself all up and get herself together and I'm not saying or implying that she's on anything, but I'm just saying she may too need to take some time for herself as well outside of this show. So, yeah, that was funny that she used it in past tense that they were friends. So, I mean, there you have it. And something else that I did not know is that they are adding a person to the show. And let's hear her talk about that briefly. It's very short.
May come back, never say never, right?
You have any new members joining on board for this new season?
Now see, here she go.
Oh.
Here she goes. Here she goes. I can't say too much, Tony, but I will say, okay, we understand that the brand needs expansion.
Right. Okay. Y'all need some old people on there with some wisdom. What's that, the couple?
Okay, so you heard it. They are adding a member to the show. Now, I don't know if this member is going to be with a husband or with a family, or is it going to be someone that's solo? I feel like it's going to be a woman. But yeah, I guess the producers of the show, as well as Big Head, Carlos King, they have decided to add someone, and that's because Tiffany is not there anymore, Tiffany and Lou, and we thought, or not we, but a lot of people thought it was Destiny coming back. I don't think that's happening. They are picking someone completely out the blue. There is a name going on or going around out there, the girl's name or the young lady's name. I don't remember it. I forgot what I heard. But they're bringing on a new character. I don't know if it's a whole family or just her or her and her husband. Who knows? We will see. Time will tell. You guys drop down in the comments. Tell me what you think about her not being friends with KeKe no more. I mean, to me, it was a given. Like, I pretty much knew that with all that mess that came about with KeKe and her mama and that YouTuber, I knew she was like, nope, because it happened this time, it'll happen again. I'm gonna nip it in the bud by me just not dealing with her at all. You know what I mean? That's what I think. And then what do you guys think about this new person coming on to the show? Do you want it to be a solo character? Do you want it to be a character with a whole husband and family, or just her and her husband? Drop down in the comments. I do talk back. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit your notifications. Until next time, bye.